Do you believe that America is addicted to white supremacy?
I believe that I tweeted that, and as I've said earlier, I believe much of my thinking has evolved over the last half decade.
Evolved.
It has evolved.
Since
Why
Trump
did you
won.
tweet that?
Right.
I don't recall the exact context, sir, so I wouldn't be able to say.
Okay. Do you believe
Thought
that
Trump would
America
lose.
believes in black plunder and white democracy?
I don't believe that, sir.
You
Don't know where
tweeted
statement
that in
comes from.
reference to a
You
book you were
tweeted
reading
that.
at the time, apparently, The Case for
that is
Reparations.
good.
I don't think I've ever read that book, sir.
You tweeted about it. You said you took a day off to fully read The Case for Reparations. You
This
put
is
that
amazing.
on Twitter in January of 2020.
Apologies, I don't recall that I did.
Okay.
Dude, it's, just,
no doubt.
it's literally
good.
3 minutes of this.
Your tweet
It's
there is
so
correct,
good.
but I don't recall that.
Okay.
Can
Do you
we pause
believe
that a
that
second? 'Cause
white
this is-
people
this is just
inherently
so
feel
good.
superior to other races?
I do not.
You don't. You tweeted something to that effect. You said, "I grew up feeling superior. Ha! How white of me." Why did you tweet that?
I think I was probably reflecting on what it was to grow up in an environment where I had lots of advantages.
It sounds like you're saying that white people feel superior.
I don't believe that anybody feels that way, sir. I was just reflecting on my own experience.
so
Do you think that
cooked.
white people should pay reparations?
I have never said that, sir.
Yes, you did. You said it in January of 2020. You tweeted, "Yes, the North. Yes,
Yes,
all
you
of us.
did.
Yes, America. Yes, our original collective sin and unpaid debt. Yes, reparations. Yes, on this day."
I don't believe that was a reference to fiscal reparations, sir.
What kind of reparations was it a reference to?
This is
I think it was just a
brutal.
reference to the idea that we all owe much to the people who came before us.
That's a bizarre way to frame what you tweeted. Okay, how much reparations have you personally paid?
Sir, I don't believe that I've ever paid reparations.
Okay, it's just for everybody else.
I'm not asking anyone
Seems
to pay
to be what you're
reparations, sir.
suggesting. Do you believe that looting is morally wrong?
I believe that looting is illegal, and I refer to it as counterproductive. I think it should be prosecuted.
Do you believe it's morally wrong, though?
Of course.
Of course. Then why did you refer to it as counterproductive? It's a very different way to describe it.
It is both morally wrong and counterproductive, as well as being
You
illegal.
tweeted, "It's hard to be mad about protests," in reference to the BLM protests, not prioritizing the private property of a system of oppression.
Jesus.
You didn't condemn the looting. You said that it was counterproductive. NPR also
God, stop,
promoted
she's
a
already
book
dead.
called In Defense of Looting.
Jesus,
But that's no-
Yeah, it's just 3 minutes of that straight.
I love his smirk, though. I
embarrassing.
love
Yeah.
his smirk. He's so got.
The best is when she's like, "I never said." He goes,
Yeah, you did.
"Yeah, you
Yes, you
did. You tweeted it right here." That's NPR. That's the
I feel like she
CEO
should
of
have known
NPR.
by then to stop saying I never said that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know? He has all these papers and she can't remember shit.
I'm sure there's nothing else on that. I'm sure it's just that one, you know.
So she gets asked by Rep Burchett if they've ever conducted a review to see if they have bias in the company. And she goes, "Our audience is 33% conservative," which is not answering the question. Because
But that also
conservatives...
indicts her. Why isn't your audience 50% conservative? If you're
Well-
an unbiased thing, why wouldn't it be roughly equal?
Well, her argument is that because it's 30% Republican, 30% Independent, 30% Democrat.
Oh, right.
Democrat, right? And but here's the thing. Republicans, she believes because Republicans watch or listen to NPR, that means they're not biased. Republicans complain all day and night about how biased NPR is, and they still watch because conservatives are trying to get a full perspective on what's going on. That's why conservatives know what liberals are thinking, and liberals think conservatives are insane and evil.
Well, the liberals, and you pointed to it there. The liberals actually think that conservatives are evil, right? Yeah. They think that it is a moral question, that every political question is actually a moral question. And if you come down in a place that is not where the consensus is, it is because of a character flaw or some kind of defect with the person, totally ignoring the fact that their morals are based on Christian principles.
Yeah. No. If it was a character flaw or something intrinsically defective about the person, the liberal would let it go, right? Because that's what every thief That every mugging, every violent encounter, they will say, "Oh no, he was from a bad home. Look at his environment. That can be no. They think you choose to be evil. They think you've weighed up the pros and cons of both sides. You go, no, I'm team evil. I'm actually, and that's what they think. If they thought there was something wrong with you that prevented you from arriving at the morally correct liberal perspective, they'd let it go. They'd be like, yeah, no, he's fine, just from a bad home, whatever. No. They think you know what you're doing, and they think that you're evil, and that's what
the
they
actual
they think.
Awareness and choice.
Yes.
Okay.
They that's why it was what Solzhenitsyn, the story of the army officer who stabbed the other guy. They prosecuted. So the story was there's an army officer. He gets attacked. The guy pulls a knife on him, tries to kill him. He defends himself, grabs the knife, stabs the other guy. He gets arrested.
Yeah.
And they said, well, the criminal didn't know better. You did. You could have fled.
Yeah.
Why didn't you run? And he was like, the guy was trying to kill me.
Yeah.
That's how it was in the Soviet Union.
And that's how it is anywhere the left is in charge.
Yeah.
Because the left's fundamental position, remember, is that society is inevitable and it makes people bad. And if therefore society itself is there's something wrong with it, right? And if you're paying your taxes, if you're following the law, you're obeying the rules, and you're doing okay out of it, well, then you're just complicit with the evil society. Right? The people who aren't following the laws are the ones who have been made bad by society. So the evil society has turned them into this, and therefore that person is a victim of the evil society that you prop up with your tax, with your obedience.
Because
So
you know better. That's why you got to break rocks.
And remember, you're choosing to be evil in this evil society. That's why they hate you so much.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.